You can see the satellite and then also the rain bands already beginning here along the west coast of Florida. We still have about 24 to almost 48 hours to get through once this storm makes landfall. That rain already starting, so it's just going to be a long duration event here through the day tomorrow, making landfall late tomorrow into early Thursday. Thursday continuing with the rain, and then we have to deal with the powerful hurricane right now. We are at Cat 5 again. It did weaken a little bit overnight, regained strength today. Winds now back up to 165 miles per hour. And you can just see the view here on our enhanced satellite, the imagery, those enhanced cloud tops, that well-defined eye. This is such a powerful hurricane, actually the strongest hurricane in the Gulf in nearly 2 decades. Currently about 400 miles away from the coast. This is going to definitely be impacting the west coast of Florida. It's going to be catastrophic and destructive. We can see as it continues its progression towards the coast, making landfall, weakening a bit, but still a major hurricane there at Category 3 strength with winds upwards of 100 miles per hour. More to come on this and our local weather, where we could find some rain chances this weekend, guys, that you would find looking like it's right out of a textbook. And what we're looking at is potentially one of the most destructive hurricanes to potentially hit the west coast of Florida on record. That's how powerful this storm is, and that's what we are forecasting as it continues to progress to the east. Thankfully, it will be weakening just a bit, but still it will remain a major hurricane over the next 24 to 48 hours. Right now, we are at Category 5. It re-strengthened back to a 5 from a 4 today. Winds at 165 miles per hour, and it is located a few hundred miles right now just off the coast there of Florida. And as we zoom on in, there you can see the satellite image. It speaks for itself. You can see that well-defined eye. You can see the scope and the size of this system, and already rain beginning to impact areas like Tampa and Fort Myers, and they are in for a go of very wet conditions over the next 24 to 48 hours. But as we track this, it is expected to downgrade to a Cat 4, then to a Cat 3 right before making landfall very late tomorrow night into early Thursday. And then it will quickly cross over the state of Florida, weakening back to a Cat 1 out into the Atlantic. But what's going to happen over the next 24 to 48 hours will likely be catastrophic to destructive. We are looking at storm surge, life-threatening storm surge, anywhere from Tampa down towards Sarasota and Fort Myers included in this, up to 10 to 15 feet of storm surge in some of these areas, not out of the question. That means anyone along the coast, low-lying areas, rivers and streams will be inundated with ocean water. On top of that, we are looking at several inches of rain. Take a look at all of the rain that's going to be pushing on shore here as we go into tomorrow, Thursday, into Thursday afternoon. The only bright spot is once this makes landfall, it really moved quickly across the state of Florida. But with that said, that's 48 hours of very heavy torrential rain with also the impacts of some tornadoes with hurricanes. So it is going to pack a punch with several inches up to about a foot of rain in some localized spots. Not out of the question here. So life-threatening storm surge, flash flooding, a major factor, and impacts will be felt so hard in this area. So if you know anyone in this area, they're thinking about evacuating, if they're in that mandatory evacuation zone, make sure they do get out to stay safe. Right now, we sit at 73, totally different weather story here at home. It has just been so nice. Temperatures near and a little bit above average today, with temps currently into about the mid to upper 70s. Our high today, 74, the average 66 degrees. So another day above average. As we take a look at our temps, they will drop off as we head overnight into the low 40s and 50s. So a little chilly to kick off the day tomorrow. We're back in the low to mid 70s. However, winds out of the north and east will keep temps along the lakefront a little bit cooler. Downtown Chicago into about the mid to upper 60s. So think about that jacket. And then we have another big warm up as we go into the end of our work week. On Friday, a high of 83 degrees, but then dropping a bit as we go late weekend. And this is where we could insert some rain into our forecast, but in the form of some light scattered showers here, pausing this Saturday morning. We will increase the cloud cover a bit this weekend, and then into our Sunday is where we could find some scattered showers, especially into northwest Indiana. For tonight, though, it is mainly clear and calm and chilly here at home. Temperatures near and above average as we round out this week.